Come and cook with me. I'm Justin. Come and cook with me. I'm Justin. Going on, it's your girl Justin. We are cooking some homemade Southern style chicken and cornbread dressing. Okay, so in this pot, you guys, I have 4 cleaned chicken thighs. All right, you can use any part of the chicken that you would like to use, any part. I'm using chicken thighs because to me, when you're adding chicken into your cornbread dressing, you want some type of chicken that's going to stay moist and not dry out. To me, chicken breast would dry out during the cooking process. And right here, I'm just adding in my seasonings. I have them all listed here in the video for you guys, and I will also make sure to put those down in the description box for you guys. All right, so you want to go ahead and get all your seasonings and everything added into the pot. All right, and then you're going to bring this to a boil, a slight boil. You don't want to have your heat turned up too high because it will boil over and you will be upset. Okay, upset. Now with that chicken bouillon that I just showed you, I have the powder. Now if you're going to be using the cubes, then I would just say use 1 cube. All right, just 1. And you're going to go ahead and give everything a nice little stir to just mix in those seasonings. And like I said, you're going to bring it to a slight broil, you know, and you're going to cover it up or whatever you want to do to get your chicken cooked. And right here I have my cornbread. I'm going to list all the ingredients and the instructions in the description box of how to make this cornbread. I had a lot to do, you guys, but I put the seasonings right into the cornbread mixture, which makes it a whole lot easier for you. It really does, because you can go right ahead and taste your cornbread, and that's going to give you some idea of what your cornbread dressing will taste like. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and break your cornbread up, and you're going to get it into the bowl. Now, to make a really nice cornbread dressing, you want to make your cornbread the day before, and I usually just let it sit out, covered up, so it can get nice and dry. All right, so here I'm just breaking all the cornbread up into a bowl. And right here, my chicken is done. So I took the skin off, and now I'm just going to cut my chicken off of the bone. Now you can find chicken thighs already skinless and boneless, but this is what I had in my freezer. So this is what I use, and I'm just going to cut them up into like dices. Now some people, you can, because my mom used to just get 2 forks and pull them apart. And I see why she probably did 2 forks, because this chicken is hot. It's hot, but I'm still trying to handle it because I had a lot of stuff that I was making, so I was trying to handle that chicken. So you're just gonna cut it up into slices, or you can, like I said, you can use your 2 forks and you can just shred it, but I like them in cubes. And I hope that if this is your first time coming by my channel, y'all, I hope you will sit back, relax, check out some more of my cooking videos, because I love to cook. I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel. Share, like, comment down below if it's something that you want to see me cook, or something you want to see me add into a recipe, something that I might could try. I'm definitely open to trying new things. So go ahead and, hit me up in that comment section down there. But please like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff. I appreciate all you guys. I really do. And see here, I'm just finishing up dicing up my chicken thighs. And then I'm just going to sit those to the side. And now right here, we have our cornbread, we have our chicken that we cut up, and let me show you guys this little this little box of stovetop stuffing. I usually take one small package. Now this is a twin box, so I'm just gonna take out one of those packages and I'm gonna add that into my cornbread. I used to love when they would make the stovetop and would have the little season pack inside, and I would just use the season pack. But they done switched up on you, girl, and they done put all the seasoning at the bottom of the box. So now I just add, that in, and it'll help give it a little extra to it. They'd be like, well, what's that in here? It's that stovetop. It's the seasoning packet too. It's gonna give it some flavor. And I have my chicken broth on the side right here. And I'm just mixing everything in, just getting my breads mixed together right here, because now we're going to start adding our vegetables and all the other ingredients as well into this bowl. And so right here I have my vegetables. I have red and green bell peppers. I have a yellow onion. I have a yellow onion and some celery stalks. So I have about 2 cups of vegetables in that bowl right there. And now we're gonna add in our cream of mushroom. Gonna add the entire can. All these different soups, guys, are gonna give this dressing. It's gonna give it some flavors, okay? It's gonna just take it up a couple more notches, all right? And right here, I have some cream of chicken soup as well. Gonna add that on in there too. Telling you, you got to try it. If you made your dressing and you've never added these 3 in there, you missing out. Okay, you're missing out. You better go ahead and try that, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be banging. And then lastly but not least, you know what I'm trying to say, we got that cream of celery soup right there, y'all. Go ahead and add that in there as well. Yes, my mom used to make her dressing like this, and oh my gosh, used to be so freaking good. So yes, it's gonna add some layers to it. And then you're gonna start adding in your broth. Now you want to add your broth in a little bit at a time. You don't ever want to pour all of your chicken broth, chicken stock, whatever you want to call it, all in at one time. You want to add it in a little bit, stir it a little bit, and add some more and stir. All right. Now also I have 2 eggs back there that I'm going to be adding into mine. Now if you don't want to add eggs, of course you don't have to add eggs into yours. You don't have to. But to me, the eggs help hold it together, when it's cooking. And not only that, but that's just how my mama made it. So who am I to change up now? So so go ahead, add your broth and just keep stirring it. Just stir it on up. Or you can too. You can go in there with your hands, and mix it up. That's definitely how my mom used to do it. She used to get in with her gloves and just mix it on up. And see too, once you have it mixed up, which I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna taste it. Once I have like all of my cream of soups and my vegetables and everything mixed in there, before I add the egg in, you want to taste it and see if you like the taste of it. If you need to add any more seasonings or whatever, I would do so then. And then I was happy with it. And so now I'm adding in that chicken that I diced up, and then I'm also gonna add in the egg, and I'm also gonna add in some more of that chicken stock as well. In a little bit, I'll be showing you guys the consistency that I like to have for my dressing. And I will say, if you like your dressing more on the stiffer side, then use less chicken, or use less chicken stock or chicken broth, whichever you want to call it, but use less of that. If you like it more thinner, then use more. But to me, there's just a fine line when it comes to dressing. It's a fine line. You don't want it soupy, don't nobody want no soupy dressing, and then you don't want no dry dressing, But I will show you guys the consistency that I'm looking for with my dressing, all right? And it's going to be coming up in a second. You'll see I'll start showing you with the spoon. I'm going to lift it up and just kind of pour it off some. So when you're making yours, just play around with the consistency, but just pour a little bit at a time. And when you're happy with yours, then go ahead, and just be happy with it. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. And see right there, that's the consistency that I'm looking for. Kind of like, almost like a soupy kind of texture. It's kind of hard to explain it, but I'm trying to show y'all. I'm trying to show you right there. Y'all, come on, just walk with me. Come on, walk with me. Right, you gotta eyeball that. Almost cuss, but you gotta eyeball it, y'all. Got to eyeball it. Cause this is Sunday dinner. I can't be cussing. And right here, I have a pan that I'm just gonna use some little spray, the little oil spray pan that ain't pan, but and just coat the bottom of my pan with it, just so my dressing does not stick to the pan. And then go ahead and pour that on in there. I actually should have used a bigger pan, you guys, a longer pan, I'll say, because this was filled up to the top. Yeah, I didn't have one, so it is what it is. I put all that in that pan. It fit. You've seen that. It fit. And you're gonna go ahead and just spread everything out nice and even on the top, make it look all pretty and stuff. Need to look pretty. And you're gonna go ahead and set your oven. Well, I already have my oven preheated for 350, and I'm gonna cover it up with some foil, and I'm gonna let this bake in a preheated 350 oven for about 35 to 40 minutes covered. All right, and then I'm gonna uncover it, put it back in for about maybe 15 minutes, just to let the top get a little brown on top. And that's basically it, you guys. That is it. Go ahead, throw it in the oven. Let it bake. Have your house smelling like dressing, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, y'all. Look at that. Look at that dressing. Yes, look at that. Look at that dressing, all nice and brown. Oh my gosh, y'all, it was so freaking good. See that? Got a nice little top, nice little color on top. It ain't too dark and all crunchy and crispy. I can't stand no crispy behind dressing on the top. Why it's got to be crunchy? It ain't chicken. It ain't cake. It's dressing, Southern style dressing. Come on, y'all. It's your girl Just T, y'all. I'm hooking y'all up. There you go. Take that recipe, make it. Let me know what you guys think, all right? I hope that you all stay forever blessed, y'all. It's Just T, you guys. I'm out. Go ahead. Show them, girl. Show them. Show them what that dressing look like inside. That dressing was really good. I ain't even playing with you. It was really good. Yes, ma'am. And I still got some. I'm about to go ahead and go in there and go eat me some more. Go ahead, y'all. Make that. You and your family gonna love it. thank me later. Girl. Yes, ma'am.